Hi guys, how are you? This is Tracy. I am freaking out. Freaking out. I haven't done a video in a long time. A normal Tracy video. And I'm kind of freaking out. I've been super emotional. Like crying. Missing my family. I'm doing a pet sitting gig in Asheville, and I figured I could possibly transition to moving here. Ouch. Just got bit. Anyway, I had a pet sitting gig with some friends, for some friends, prior to this pet sitting gig, and I figured I would look for work, and maybe I would be here for 3 weeks and I would transition into a job and find a place to rent a room. Well, it's not working so well. It's not going to plan. A lot of hoops. I got here and I was using my parents' truck and somebody hit it while it was parked in the parking lot. So that was the first thing. I was like, really? And then I was getting assistance for food because I have no job, because I was kind of made homeless when I split from my husband. So I was waiting to get my food money today, and I went to get food and it said zero balance, and I was like, what? And so I called them and they said, yeah, we never got your paperwork, so it's been 2 months and it's been canceled, so you have to reapply. And I'm like, what? So no food money. My 2 little credit cards that I have are maxed, and I'm not getting help from anybody. And so so I'm kind of getting my butt kicked right now. And the pet sitting gig doesn't pay. It's just basically a roof, and I take care of the little critters. It's fine. It's a great energetic exchange. But I'm trying to make a go of this on my own, and it's not working out so well. So I don't know if it's just that, but I have been so emotionally drained. I have a headache every day, probably stress. And the only good part of all of this, besides it being a beautiful place, is I'm sleeping better. Go figure. I don't know how I'm sleeping better, but the bed is very comfortable. It's very inviting, and I've been sleeping very well. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and do a short video. I just can't bring myself to sit down and do a long video with y'all when I don't really know what to say, except I feel like I'm falling apart. And I have this really dear friend who kind of kicked my butt verbally and said, there is no loneliness. You are all that you need. And I'm like, I know this. I tell my subscribers and people who watch my videos who aren't subscribed this, that we're not alone. And I know this. And yet, it's been so difficult not being around my daughter, not being around my parents, all by myself. Like, I've never done this in my life. I've never lived alone by myself, and much less away from them. Even if I lived alone, in the same town or same state. But I'm like, I'm out there by myself trying to make a go of this, and it's not easy when there's no income, and it seems like everywhere you turn is like negative. But I did have a job interview today, and it went very well, and I think that I have a job lined up, but I might be sleeping in my truck. So I just don't know what to do other than go back to my parents' place and work there and save up, buy a vehicle, and start over, at least with a little bit of help. Otherwise, you know, just having the roof over my head would be a huge help. So I just wanted to ask you all, have you been like super emotional and just like emotional roller coaster? Because I'm not usually like this. And I will just cry at the drop of a hat. If I think about my dog who passed away, I start crying. You know, you run out of funds. It's like, oh shit, now what? But I need to know that I'm okay. Everything will be okay. It's not that bad. But then I have to realize too that, you know, my family, my source of support emotionally and, you know, by having a roof over my head if I needed it, they're not always going to be there. And so I need to be self-reliant, independent. And I'm not getting any help from anywhere else. So even though I've been told I would, I haven't. You know, people's words, you know, they don't mean anything if their actions don't match, right? So Tracy's going to have to like step up and depend on herself. So I'm just sharing my vulnerability. I'm sharing my screwed up feelings lately, and just letting you know you're not alone. I'm not alone. I'm going through hell at times, but I'm not alone, and I need to do some grounding and going within and finding out like my questions, asking myself instead of freaking out and crying when I know that I have all the answers. So I'm just sharing this with you so you know that I go through crap too. We all do. And just reaching out and letting you know what's going on in my life and emotional roller coaster. So anyway, I've applied for a nanny position too, and I'm waiting to hear back. Haven't heard back, and it's been almost a week. So, and I have to know too that the universe will provide my best possible outcome. I just keep needing to tell myself this and to be grateful. I'm so grateful. I've never not been grateful. I might cry and like be in a lower frequency when I'm down in the dumps, but I'm so grateful. I'm grateful of a beautiful day. I'm grateful that I have my health, even though I feel like I'm getting sick. I think that's from stress too. But seriously, I'm grateful for everything. You know, I'm grateful for everything in my life, whether it's a positive or a negative, because then I know the difference. You know, I know we live in polarity. Everything's duality in this world. It is what it is. So thank you to my friend who gave me a proverbial kick in the butt and reminded me that all I need is me. And now I'm fine with that. So go me. I love you all. And I've almost made it to 9 minutes. So that's pretty good for only rambling about my issues for a while. Excuse me. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And like and share with your social media. Because God forbid if I try to share this on more than 2 sites, I will get banned. So thanks, Facebook. Anyway, I love you guys, and thanks for your support and understanding. And you're not alone. Nobody is. We just need to connect to our higher selves. You know, that's what it's all about, is remembering who we are and remembering to connect with our spirit and our higher selves, and all amongst all this craziness in the world. It's going to be fine. It's all good. Okay, I love you guys. Take care, and I will hopefully make a longer video soon and update you on my life. All right, cheers. Mwah.